Well, speaking of the Eagles and how they performed last night, looking at the rest of the NFC East.
Oh, we looking great over here.
Oh my
We
god.
looking great over here.
Uh,
One thing I would like to say is Cowboys do look good.
We're looking great over here.
They look
I
good
think that's over.
for the
That's
first
a
game.
stretch. That's
They
a
look
stretch.
good
We're
on
the only ones.
That's
Hey,
a
we're the only
stretch.
ones in our division to win the game. So
Against somebody else in your division.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was a divisional game, so if you won,
that's one.
they was
I
already
mean,
lose.
Redskins lost
So y'all
Redskins
just
did
up
lose.
one game.
and Eagles lost.
Eagles did
So
lose.
that one game means a whole lot. In this
It does
season.
mean a lot. But my point is, y'all looked all right. Tony Romo's protection looked amazing. I'll give you. Tony Romo had days and years in the pocket to throw. Like when
Looking
I tell
like
y'all,
Tom Brady.
yeah, this man, his jersey was still white at the end of the game. Like this man, Tony Romo would drop back. He could have ate a sandwich, walked to the sideline, got the phone call from his mom, and all the time that the offensive line gave him. I want to really know how many hurries he had because this man Tony Romo was legit chilling in the pocket. Like there was nobody even putting pressure on him. But what do you guys think it was more attributed to? Do you think the win was more attributed to the Cowboys taking it or the Giants giving it away?
Giants. Oh my god! I think more so the Giants flew,
Mhm.
No,
but
no, go ahead.
because third down, a minute and 45 seconds to go, you decide to throw the ball. This is like that's a repeat of what Super Bowl, and it was just like it wasn't a good decision for them to make when they could have just ran and run down the clock because at that point they had already won.
See, that's where you're wrong. They didn't already win. Third down. If they were in that play, it would take another 40 seconds off. So I say Cowboys got the ball back about a minute, 55 seconds, something like that.
No time.
55 seconds to a minute, no timeout. Granted, we got to use the middle of the field on our drive going up the field. Now, there's a lot of different scenarios could have happened there. They could have ran it on third down and then 140 in on fourth down to give us the ball at the one if we didn't score. If they didn't score, they could have ran it. They could have kicked the field goal, or whatever happened could have happened like that last play. That was the worst outcome. That was the worst one they could have done. But I don't know. You see in a situation like that, you never know what could happen.
That is true because you wouldn't. I mean,
Like
you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I mean, you think in a minute y'all have the time to get down the field and
anybody has time in a minute to score.
It's true.
Any team is capable of doing it.
But do you really think that it was if Eli Manning would have had better clock management like that? There was a play remember that play when they threw the penalty flag and then they said reset the clock to 40 seconds and Eli Manning could have ran the clock down. He even looked up at the camera and said, "We're running the clock down." And then this man hikes it with 20 seconds left on the clock, and it was at that point it was like a minute and 40 seconds left in the game, and so he hikes it with that, or it was like. Yeah, it was like a minute.
So he could have still shaved off 20 more seconds.
Yeah, he could have shaved off 20 more seconds off. Then comes that play and at the goal line. And then who tells their running back? So they come out the huddle first and second down. They run the ball to run the clock down. Eli Manning told their running back, do not score. He told him, whatever you do, do not. Yeah. He told him, do not try to score. So he said pretty much go get to the goal line, get to the 1 inch, and fall down.
Whoa.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait a minute. That's not smart at all. First of all, don't score.
Yeah, he told him don't score.
I can't believe you.
I understand where Eli's coming from because you never know how fast the Cowboys can score and you team can score. So let's say he did score. That'll give out. Let's say it was scored that the play told him to score. That'll give us 2 minutes before the 2-minute warning, something like that, close around that time. So if he scored, that gives us. I mean, even though we have we would have like one timeout. We'd have probably one timeout. We'll probably have one timeout within the 2-minute warning, probably if he had the chance to score. And granted, we stopped him, whatever. But if he had the chance to score and he fell to the 1 yard line or actually ran the touchdown in, that would have gave us a lot more time to score. What Eli was thinking, if he gave us that time, we could score onside kick, and then he was thinking the worst possible way for us to come back to win the game. He was thinking the most extreme way. So he's like, to avoid anything, don't score and let's run the clock out.
That still happened.
Yeah, it happened. I mean, but see, what y'all saying is, well, we had enough time to score. we took our time. If you look at Tony Romo, he had no he wasn't rushing. Like he didn't spike the ball any, to stop the clock.
Yeah,
they wasn't like fully hustling back to the line. Like he knew he had time.
It also kind of helps when the Giants defense gives up 10 yards on every passing play in the last drive of the game. Every single play y'all had was either 10 yards or more. I'm like, can y'all cover some? Like, you just gotta stand, at least be in the way.
They gave up.
Yeah, like y'all were just running the field on them. Like it looked like
they're like, oh, you're gonna give me space? Let me get these yards.
Yeah, it looked like a scrimmage. Like it looked like a track run. Like it was so easy for y'all, like just to go up the field on them. You wouldn't even you would have thought it was 7-on-7.
So see, okay, so since it was that easy, if they would have ran the clock out, do you think?
But it would have been a 10-point game.
Exactly.
No.
You guys have to recover.
If he fell down and took the sack.
If Eli Manning fell. No, if Eli Manning doesn't tell Rashad Jennings don't score on first and second down. After the
fact that he didn't stop, but we stopped him.
Because he got there, he dove to the ground.
On which play? The first
on the second on the first and second down. He just dove to the ground.
Didn't he try to go to the middle?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He dove to the ground. He fell to the ground. No, he fell to the ground.
On the third down, it's just you could have just ran the ball. I still don't understand why you wouldn't want to score. Because that would still put you at the advantage, but when they got the ball,
because I'm not gonna tell
even though they had the time, they were still up.
Because on that after that first down, that's when it went to 2-minute warning, I think. Then the second down is when the clock actually rolled down, and then they did it on third down where he threw the ball and it stopped with like 1 minute and 15 seconds left for y'all to get the ball back. So if on that second down he scores, then you guys the 2-minute warning's already passed. So then you guys have whatever amount of time after that. So you have to score and then score again. So that means you guys have to recover an onside kick. So I'm saying the likelihood of all that is in the Giants' favor. So why would you tell him not to score? And then even on third down, why are you gonna throw? Why would you throw the ball instead of taking?
That's not his fault, though. That's offensive coordinator.
I mean,
it's his fault for not taking a sack. I mean. He's not his brother. He's not gonna go against what the play he's not gonna play himself.
Come on, man. If this was Tony Romo, everybody would have been like, "Oh, Tony, can't believe this. You're so unclutched. You're the worst quarterback in the league." Tony been so unclutched. I feel you. I just don't got 2 rings, but that's the only difference. Eli Manning is a champion. Tony Romo isn't. So,
but see, that's the thing. That's true. Tony Romo will change his plays when he wants to.
Eli Manning does the same thing.
Eli Manning, because he would have changed that play to a run. He wouldn't have passed that ball.
If he told them not to score,
he wouldn't have threw the ball away. No, I mean he wouldn't have. He would just ran the ball, told him to do the same thing. That's the offensive coordinator's call for him to.
It's an offensive coordinator call. Like you can change the call, and then even in the play action pass, you should know how many timeouts the other team had. Eli said he didn't know how many timeouts they had.
Really?
Yeah, he didn't. He said he didn't know they had 1 timeout. Like he thought they were all out of timeouts. So even if the offensive coordinator is calling a play action pass, you should know. You should have the wherewithal within you to know, hey, I should take the sack so I can run the clock down to actually like 30, 40 seconds to not give the Cowboys a whole minute and 15 plus seconds to go down the field and score.
But
because y'all scored leaving 7 seconds on the clock, and they could have took away 40 seconds off of that. So imagine how your play, just like you said,
and then with only 1 time out, y'all wouldn't have made it.
Imagine what you just said about how y'all weren't rushing up to the line, y'all weren't rushing too much, y'all were doing a lot of in the middle of the field passes because y'all had time. If Eli Manning takes the sack, y'all gonna have to do everything on the sideline, which just limits your play calling. You only have 1 timeout to go from there, and you probably use the timeout. You probably used the timeout on that last play of the Giants, actually.
But you still gave us the same time.
No, but then then everything you do in the middle of the field or whatever, you have to run everything. The clock is running on everything. Yeah, the clock's running. You guys had that timeout, so whenever say somebody gets a 20-yard game and it takes a while for y'all to get to the line, timeout. You know what I'm saying? Or you get you get sacked for a loss, you call a timeout. But then without that timeout,
sacks are. I don't know what sacks are in Dallas.
You're right, because
Tony Romo,
y'all got the offensive line that Jesus touched. Like that offensive line, man. That's
he got Tom Brady time.
Tom Brady don't have that time.
He got the old Tom Brady.
Yeah, the old Tom Brady. That man had so much time.
Tom Brady gets it out quick now. That kind of time, bro. That's some Subway time. Like, that's that
My
Subway.
Man fumbled the ball. Had a bad snap. Picked it up. It still had nobody in front of his face.
I would have been.
I was like, Jerry Jones, you did a great job in drafting. You did a great. Everybody, we was all criticizing him. Like, you dropped another lineman. You dropped another line. Come on now.
It was smart.
Hey, hey, can I
It worked out well, apparently.